Maid's daughter texted a billionaire by mistake, asking for money to buy baby formula. What he did. The night was colder than usual, and every sound in the small, cramped apartment seemed magnified. A single mother sat on the worn sofa, her baby crying softly in a small bassinet beside her. The faint hum of the refrigerator and the occasional squeak of the floorboards were the only companions to her sleepless nights. She had just finished her shift as a maid at a luxurious penthouse downtown, her uniform damp from cleaning a marble floor, and her heart weighed heavily with exhaustion and despair. She reached for her phone, desperate, scrolling through the contacts she could ask for help, but her friends were just as struggling, and every number led to a silent no. She typed a message trembling with both shame and hope. Mistyping the number, she hit send, not realizing it was going to reach a man who could change her life forever. If you believe in kindness and second chances, please like, comment, share, and subscribe to our channel, KandHStories. The message was simple, almost embarrassing in its desperation. She asked for a small sum of money to buy formula for her hungry infant. Her fingers shook as she hit send, thinking this was probably the lowest point she had ever reached. The number she had sent it to belonged to a billionaire, a man whose life seemed unapproachable, whose problems were measured in millions, not in whether he could put food on his baby's table. She expected nothing. She assumed her message would disappear into the void, ignored like so many pleas she had sent to banks, friends, and even family. But this man, unlike anyone else, actually read it. The billionaire, a man known for his immense wealth and cold public image, stared at the phone in disbelief. He was a perfectionist, a strategist, someone who had built his empire with precision and ruthlessness. Yet something about the raw, human desperation in the message made his heart tighten. He didn't know this woman, didn't know her struggles, but her words pierced through the polished armor he had built around himself. Without hesitation, he transferred the money, more than she could have ever dreamed, along with a brief note. Take care of your child. You're not alone. That small act of kindness sent ripples through her world. She couldn't sleep that night, holding her baby close, staring at the screen that had just changed everything. It wasn't just the money. It was the realization that someone out there saw her, truly saw her in her darkest hour. Over the next few days, the woman struggled to process what had happened. Could it be real? Could someone so powerful actually care about a stranger? And yet, as she went to the store to buy formula, the sight of her child drinking without hunger gnawing at her stomach, she allowed herself the first smile she had in weeks. The billionaire on the other side of the city couldn't stop thinking about her message. In a life where every transaction was calculated, every relationship strategic, this intrusion of humanity unsettled him. He wondered about her life, the struggles she faced daily, the sheer weight of responsibility on her shoulders. His curiosity, mingled with compassion, compelled him to reach out again. This time, not just for money, but for understanding. He asked if he could meet her, not as a businessman, but simply as a human being who wanted to help. Meeting him was surreal. She expected cold indifference, a stern man with no time for someone like her. Instead, she found warmth, a kind smile and genuine interest in her life. He listened as she spoke about her child, her work, the fear of not being able to provide, and the loneliness that consumed her. Each word was heavy with truth, and each word built a bridge between two worlds that should never have collided. Over time, the billionaire didn't just help financially. He offered opportunities that could lift her out of poverty, education for her child, better living arrangements, even a job that could stabilize their lives. But it wasn't charity in the way she feared. It was empowerment, dignity, and belief in her resilience. Life didn't change overnight. She still had to work, still faced days when hope seemed impossible. But every small victory, the baby's laughter, a warm meal on the table, a day when she didn't have to worry about bills, was now shared with someone who believed in her. And she, in turn, inspired him in ways money never could. He saw strength in her that reminded him of his own beginnings, and slowly, the billionaire who had built walls around his heart found himself letting someone in. Their bond was unspoken yet powerful, a reminder that even the smallest gestures can change the course of a life. The story of a simple text to a billionaire spread quietly at first, whispered among neighbors, then across social media. People were moved not just by the act of generosity, but by the unexpected humanity it revealed. How a single mother, struggling against impossible odds, and a man of immense power, disconnected from ordinary struggles, could create something transformative simply by recognizing each other's humanity. Her life was no longer defined by scarcity, but by the potential that comes when someone believes in you without conditions. She remembered nights of desperation, clutching her baby and feeling like the world had forgotten her. She remembered the shame of asking for help, the fear of rejection, and the relief of being seen. And she realized that sometimes, life's greatest gifts come not in grand gestures, but in the simple, quiet moments where someone chooses to care. The billionaire didn't just give money, he gave hope, the kind that awakens courage and sparks resilience. She began sharing her story with other struggling parents, encouraging them to keep going, to believe in small miracles, and to never underestimate the power of a single act of kindness. As the years went by, her child grew up with security, love, and the knowledge that compassion can truly change lives. And the billionaire, often misunderstood by the world, quietly continued his mission, not for recognition, but because he realized that humanity was the most valuable currency of all. Their connection remained a testament to the fact that no life is too small to be seen, no plea too humble to be heard, and no act of kindness too insignificant to change the world. If this story touched your heart, please engage with the video, like, comment, and share it. Let the world know that kindness matters, and that even the smallest action can create a ripple of hope that touches lives in ways we may never imagine. Before you go, please comment below and tell us what act of kindness you've witnessed or experienced that changed your life. Your story could inspire someone else today. The night still falls over the city, but now in a small apartment